Happy Friday. We finally have a bigger slate in the NBA. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and it's Friday. We are back to talk some more basketball. Not 2 or 3 games. We actually have more games to choose from. Finally, for the first time this week. Yesterday was an 0-1 day. Duran got hurt out of nowhere, sleeping on his wrist or something. I don't know. He had 5 days off, and we didn't hear about it until a few hours before the game. But either way, that was just voided. But Malik Monk, again, we'll talk about it soon. Another good read. He just went ice cold, 2 for 11. Brutal. To be honest, this week is mentally draining for me with the NBA bets, but I'm going to keep pushing through. I think I got some winners for you guys today. We'll get on this hot streak. Like I said, last 3 winners before Malik Monk were all on the hook, and then Malik just went cold. So I know we're going to get some good luck. So appreciate all the support out there for the guys that are hanging with me, and we'll push through. So here we go. Before we get started, though, quick reminder, NFL Week 15 game bets video is out now. Give you the best Week 15 trends and our 4 favorite bets. Player prop video will be out on Friday night like usual. So before we get into it, any graphics you see in this video are from an app called OUTLIER, the best betting research tool on the market today. If you guys want to give it a try, click the link below in the description and you get a 7-day free trial. So let's get started with a little dad joke here. So here we go. Did you hear about the walnut at the cashew party? It was nuts. So cheesy. In this video, we're going to recap yesterday. Again, 1 bet. And then we're going to talk defenses versus the center position. Defenses that give up the most points, rebounds, and assists to the center position, as well as the tough matchups for centers. And then we'll give you our 3 best bets in this video, and then we'll finish it with the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below if you have any time at all. It really helps this channel grow. I really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And also come join us in the Discord completely free. We talk sports every single day. But let's get into it, and that means it's recap time. All right, before we go over this 1 bet, just real quick, I do think I've lost 8 straight thumbnail bets. Just so whoever's on the thumbnail, it's like 7 or 8 straight losses. It's unbelievable. I just want to warn you, I'm trying to give you all the info I can. It has been terrible luck with the thumbnail, but we're going to turn it around. So Malik Monk over 21.5 points plus assists. Again, guys, he had 9 assists. If you tell me he has 9 dimes, takes 11 shots, I would bet this 100 out of 100 times. But he shot 2 for freaking 11, and he didn't get the job done. It is what it is. We don't shoot for these guys. I know some of you guys are leaving some comments that you're really angry when I lose and all that kind of stuff. But you know what, guys? We can only give our bets a chance to win with the volume and things like that. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. And right now, when it rains, it pours, and we're going to turn this around. Again, the reads are there, just not getting the luck because you need some luck to win some bets. So there it is, just 0-1 day. Like I said, Jalen Duran just left or didn't even play because of a sore wrist or something out of nowhere. So overall record 93-76, up 6.63 units. It is time for a freaking hot streak again. Still up on the year, still been a decent year, but last week or 2 has been tough, although the schedule has been tough, that's for sure. But that's the recap for Thursday. But before we get to the best bets, let's talk the big men. All right, we start out with the defenses giving up the most points to the center position. If it's highlighted in green, that team or player is playing today. But we have one matchup here. The Pacers giving up the 10th most points to centers, 22.4, facing Joel Embiid. That's right, breaking freaking news. Embiid is not on the injury report, as of the night before at least. Embiid averaging 22 points per game, and the Pacers giving up right around that at 22.4. But you see up there, the Wizards, Spurs, Bulls, and Suns all giving up the most points to centers and all playing today. And then over there on the right, Jokic, AD, both playing today as well, and Vucevic. And then Wet Bananas is not, and Cat is up there. Those are all in the top 5. But that's what we got. Take a screenshot for the centers. And now let's check out the rebounds for the centers. We got Nuggets facing Zubac, 12.2 rebounds per game. Had some good games against Denver. Denver giving up a huge 16.3 rebounds to centers. And then we got the Suns facing Walker Kessler, 11.1 rebounds per game. I'll talk about that one later. And then the Lakers, 16 rebounds given up to centers, facing Rudy Gobert, 11 rebounds per game. I will also talk about that one later. But that's the rebounds. Take a screenshot. Now let's check out the assists. Clippers right across the way. Clippers giving up the most assists to centers, facing the only center that gets a crap ton of assists in Jokic, 10.2. Wolves facing Anthony Davis, who has 3.5 assists per game. Wolves giving up around 5. And that's all the rest. That's all we got for the matchups at least. And then there's all the rest of the teams and players that are playing today. So hopefully this helps you out. but that's just for the overs. Let's go check out some possible unders with the toughest center matchups of the day. Kings, Bucks, Thunder, Heat, and Blazers giving up the fewest points per game to centers. Obviously, if it's highlighted, that team is playing today just to help you guys out. And then rebounds wise, Magic, T-Wolves, Pistons, Knicks, and Blazers are the top 5 there in limiting rebounds to the center position. And then fewest assists, for whatever it's worth, just from 1 to 10, it's only a difference of 1 assist. But the Magic giving up the fewest, Celtics, Pelicans, Rockets, and Grizzlies. So hopefully this helps you guys get some winners. Again, we do a new position every single day. But that's all I got for the research help. Now it's time for the best bets. All right, this first one takes us out to Denver, Colorado, where the Nuggets are hosting the LA Clippers. Nuggets minus 6.5. Total in this one is 228. My best bet is a player prop. Give me the beard. James Harden over 13.5 rebounds plus assists at minus 105 on Bet365 for 1 unit. So let's talk James Harden assists first. With Norman Powell, this is going to be the key to this. With Norman Powell in, he is a different player and his stats are different. So when he plays, and he is playing this game, at least as of the night before, again, unless he sleeps wrong. But he is averaging, James Harden, 9 assists per game on 14.2 potential assists. Obviously, having a shooter and a scorer like Norman Powell can really help your assist numbers. Without Norman Powell, I think it was 7 games, only averaging 7.43 assists per game on 12.2 potential assists. So 1.5 less assists on 2 less potentials. It makes sense, obviously, with what I said about Powell. But the assist matchup, Denver's allowed the 25th most assists to the point guard position, is ranked 25th. They are a team that gives up a ton of assists, as we've talked about before. And in the Harden and the 2 matchups, he had 16 and 11 dimes versus Denver this season. I mean, he has absolutely crushed it. You could just take assists if you want as well. But a big reason, Nuggets give up a ton of points in the paint. Harden gets a lot of his assists in there, dishing in the paint. Other assists obviously go out to shooters like Norman Powell and stuff like that. But it's a great matchup, and that's why he's dominated. Now to the rebounds. We need 6 rebounds to break even with the assist line, at least as of now. Assist looks like it might be moving up to 8.5, though. But he's averaging 6.75 rebounds per game on 9.9 rebound chances overall. With Norman Powell, 7.41 rebounds on 11.1 rebound chances. Without Norman Powell in the 7 games, averaging only 5.14 rebounds on 6.7 rebound chances. So, I mean, we're talking a difference of over 2 rebounds per game he's getting when Norman Powell is in the game. Why on that one, I couldn't exactly tell you, except Norman Powell may be taking a lot of long shots and he's getting some rebounds, those long rebounds. But the bottom line, Norman Powell makes Harden's RAs go up quite a bit. The rebound matchup against the Nuggets, Nuggets are a top 3 team limiting rebound. So it's not a great matchup for rebounds, but Harden's already proven against Denver. It's not really it's something that worries me too much because he already had 6 and 9 rebounds in the 2 head-to-head games against the Clippers. So overall, in the 2 games versus Denver, he has 22 and 20 rebounds plus assists. He's flown over this number. With Norman Powell this year, he is averaging 16.41 rebounds and assists per game. Without Powell, he's averaging only 12.5 RAs per game. That is a huge difference of 4 per game. Plus, like I said, this is a game where he could have just a monster assist game, and we barely need any rebounds. So I expect a close game here because the Nuggets are favorite, but the Clippers, honestly, are already 2-0 against the Nuggets. So I think we get a close game. Give me James Harden over 13.5 rebounds plus assists as my first best bet. All right, the second one takes us out to Utah, where the Jazz host the Phoenix Suns. Suns minus 7. Total in this game is 230.5. Just real quick, it does look like Kevin Durant will be back for this game. So I have a player prop. It's an over. It's a 1-unit play. Give me Walker Kessler over 21.5 points plus rebounds, minus 106 on FanDuel. Yes, another 1-unit play. I'm coming out aggressive. I know the luck is going to turn here, but as you can see by this outlier screenshot, he is over in 6 straight and 6 of 8 games since his return from injury. So that's the key. He has been playing really well and playing quite a bit since his return. Let's dive deeper into the numbers now on Kessler. He's played 30 plus minutes in 6 straight games. 30 or more in 6 straight games. You love to see it. And honestly, he may be blowout proof because the last game they played, they lost by 44 to the Sacramento Kings. Guess what? He played 32 minutes. You love to see that. Not a coincidence as numbers and everything are going up and he's staying more consistent with his minutes going up as well. In the last 8 games since his return, he's averaging 30.1 minutes per game, a little bit more actually lately. He was on a little bit of a minutes restriction there at the beginning, but he's averaging a ridiculous, and this is insane, 21 rebound chances per game in those last 8 games. Turn that into 11.5 rebounds per game. Honestly, I think he could do better. I mean, I've seen centers that rebound well like him that get more than that percentage of their rebound chances, but still, 11.5 rebounds on 21. You'd love to see the chances and the potentials are there. He's averaging around 7 field goal attempts per game as well. We're not asking for a ton of points here. His points line is like 9.5 just to cash this one. And again, he could have a monster rebound game and not need as many points as well. But matchup, you saw the centers matchup in this video. The Suns have given up the sixth most rebounds to centers, the fourth most points per game to the center position. Kessler is a guy who scores around the rim. He's not going to step out and shoot threes or anything. The Suns have given up the Suns have given up the eighth most points in the paint this season. I absolutely love the matchup here for Kessler. Even if Nurkic is back, doesn't change my opinion or anything. If Nurkic can get another 30 plus minutes, I love our chances for him to go over for the seventh straight time. So give me Kessler over 21.5 points plus rebounds as my second best bet. All right, before we get to bet number 3, we got to tell you about this promo with Bet365. New customers only. Click that link below if you want to sign up for this sports book. And I always recommend as many sports books as you can to get the best odds. But once you do that and use that link, you deposit $10 in your account, you bet $5, win or lose, you are getting $150 in bonus bets right as that bet settles. It's an incredible deal. So if you're one of the legal states for Bet365, now is the time to take advantage of it. But of course, you must be 21 years or older to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, back to the bets. All right, this third and final one takes us out to the land of the tiny beverages. Minnesota T-Wolves hosting the LA Lakers. T-Wolves minus 8.5. Total in this one is 214.5. I got a player prop, and it's on a guy I just flat out don't trust all the time, but I got to go with this. Give me Rudy Gobert, double-double, minus 125 on FanDuel. I'm going to go a half unit here. And you ask why only a half unit? Because I have trust issues with Rudy Gobert. That's literally the only reason why. I almost went with his points plus rebounds. I saw it at 22.5. I just like the double-double slightly better. But this is a play on the matchup here. My goodness, we've seen it already this year, but Gobert's last 5 games versus AD and this Lakers team. How about a double-double in all 5, including 2 this season already? He had 17 and 12 in one game, 13 and 14 on opening night. He's just easily got a double-double in both this season. If you go back even further, Gobert has a double-double in 17 of his last 20 matchups. It is insane. I just kept going back and back and back to notice how many times he has had a double-double against them. And versus AD is what I'm talking about. But matchup numbers also, Lakers, you saw it earlier, giving up the 7th most rebounds per game to the center position, giving up the 4th most points in the paint. That's where Gobert scores most of his points, obviously, or pretty much all of it, because he's not a guy who shoots a lot. But Gobert this season, just inside the numbers, he's averaging 10.5 points and 11 rebounds per game, averaging a huge 19 rebound chances per game. As we all know, he's one of the better rebounders in the NBA. He's also averaging 34.3 minutes per game. They're running a tighter rotation in Minnesota. In case you didn't know that, they're playing like 8 guys, I think it is. Gobert is averaging 36.5 minutes per game in the last 10. You'd love to see that. I'd be shocked if he didn't get a double-double playing in the mid-30s minutes. But great matchup. He has proven over and over again he can dominate this. The rebound chances are there. I think he'll be able to score some points even on some putbacks like he knows how to. I just need 10 points from him. So give me Gobert for a double-double versus the Lakers as my third and final best bet. Like always, any added plays will be in the pinned comments below on X and on Discord. But before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. All right, there it is. Give me James Harden over 13.5 rebounds plus assists for 1 unit. And then the big man, Walker Kessler for the Jazz, over 21.5 points plus rebounds for 1 unit. And then the other big man, Rudy Gobert, double-double for a half unit. And that's what we got for Friday. Again, I know the luck is going to turn. We're going to be getting some winners here soon. The hot streak is coming. Hopefully that starts today. But again, go check out the NFL Week 15 Best Bets video if you haven't already. And then hit that like button. Also, appreciate all the time you guys take out to comment and help this channel continue to grow. But hope everyone has a great Friday, and we'll talk to you soon.